Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Star Bazaar and to another Battlefront 2 discussion video. With the release of the community transmission detailing the new Infiltrator class in Battlefront 2, I wanted to talk about our new reinforcements and why I think getting these guys is better content than getting new heroes. This is just my opinion, and some may disagree, but I have some good reasons to back this up, and I think it kind of shows how new heroes are pretty limiting pieces of content when you really think about it. Great content, of course, but limiting. Before getting into it, if you're new here, welcome to the Bazaar and your new favorite Battlefront channel. We do news updates, tips and tricks, discussions like this, and more, so I hope you consider joining us and becoming a subscriber. Since this is a discussion, I won't have any cuts or anything like that, just gameplay and me talking. This was actually a pretty sweet 110 kill streak I had with Anakin, so if you want to see the full thing, I'll have it linked in the description below. So now, let's talk about these reinforcements, because there are some really good reasons why content like this is better than new heroes. First off, the obvious one, more than one player can play as a reinforcement at any time. I believe the limit for reinforcement classes on the Battlefront is 3 at once, 3 enforcers and 3 aerials. I could be wrong about that if somebody wants to correct me in the comments, but the point being that when a new hero comes out, only one player can level up that hero at any time. If somebody else wants to play as the hero, they have to wait for the current player to be defeated before it becomes available again. With new reinforcements, we can have more players leveling up the class at once, giving more players a chance to experience new content in a live setting. To kind of expand on that, the fact we're getting a new reinforcement for each side means that both sides can level up their reinforcements instead of having to wait to be match made onto the side with the new content. This was the issue with having heroes released one at a time. If you wanted to play as General Grievous when he launched, you had to wait for a match where you were put on the dark side. When Anakin dropped, you wanted to be on the light side. This led to a lot of people leaving lobbies and matches before the game even started just because they didn't matchmake onto the side with the new hero. With the Infiltrator, everyone gets a shot, light side and dark side. On top of that, since this is a new class, when you level it up on one side, it gets leveled up on the other. So if you, for some strange reason, only get matchmade on the dark side for the next month, let's say, you'll only get to play as the commando droid, but leveling him up will also level up your ARC trooper since they share a class. You won't miss out on levels for the other just because you're only getting to play as one of them. Now, one problem I know a lot of newer players face, in Galactic Assault anyway, is getting the chance to play as a new hero the week or even month of their release, because the experienced veteran players are just so much better at getting the necessary battle points. While the more inexperienced are about halfway to the necessary amount of points, the team veteran is already on a 20 kill streak with Anakin in the first phase. This makes a lot of players frustrated and feel like they're wasting time collecting points when there's not even a promise they'll get a turn with the new hero. The reinforcements will be roughly half the battle point cost of a hero, around 2,000 to 2,500. This is a nice wholesome amount that is very reasonable for most players, even the less experienced. Even if the new reinforcements are taken when they get enough points, the fact they have a smaller health pool means they're more likely to be defeated quickly, letting others get a turn. Again, more than one player at a time. Plus, even if the Infiltrator is all taken, this may encourage some players who don't use the aerial or enforcer much to give them a shot and see what they can do. I know the aerial especially is quite underrated, and I'm hoping this gives the other reinforcements a little more attention. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm personally getting sick of having to play HVV and Hero Showdown to effectively level up new content. They're good modes, and as frustrating as HVV can be sometimes, it is a staple of the game. But after 4 consecutive months of hero drops, I've personally had enough of those modes. These new reinforcements will be available in other modes, like Strike and Blast, where heroes are unavailable, so this, in a way, almost forces the player to try new and different modes if they want to level up that content. This is awesome, because this is how you keep the game fresh. 4 months of back-to-back heroes is cool, but that just means 4 months of back-to-back of the same modes. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels burnt out on hero modes, and I actually had a lot of fun in Strike during the last Fast Spawn event earlier this month. So I'm looking forward to trying out the new content in other modes like that. Let's not forget, these reinforcements are dropping with the new large-scale mode, where they will be playable options. so there's going to be tons of opportunity to try these guys out. Heroes are really cool, and always a welcome piece of new content, but the way DICE has done hero drops so far, releasing them one at a time and all, it really wasn't the best for everybody. It really only benefited the players who were good enough to get them first in Galactic Assault, or who had the fastest loading platform in Heroes vs. Villains. New reinforcements don't feel as limiting, since there's far more opportunity to play as them, and everyone is way more likely to get to try them at least once in every game. The same definitely cannot be said for Heroes, so this is why I think new reinforcements is better content than new Heroes. What do you guys think though? Do you agree or disagree? This isn't to say I don't like new Heroes. I love them. They're my favorite part about Battlefront 2. I just recognize the drawbacks of that kind of content, and why, while it's exciting for all, it's also frustrating for most. That's going to do it for this one, guys. Leave a comment below and join the conversation. Hit that thumbs up button if you liked the video, and don't forget to subscribe and get notified. I appreciate you stopping by the bazaar. This has been your boy, Turkish Delight, and I'll see you all out on the battlefront. Peace.